What's up, y'all? Let's get right into today's workout. Come towards the edge of your mat and flex over your knees. Inhale through the nose and out through the mouth. As you breathe, feel your breath expand the back and sides of your rib cage. Relax the shoulder and neck. Inhale and exhale. Go ahead and roll down on your mat and let your arms float towards the ceiling. Using your shoulder blades, reach your arms toward the ceiling, right and left. One more each side. Now draw the arms backward using the shoulder blades, keeping your arms straight. Keep the connection in your abs as you do this. Now let the arms float overhead and circle them around to your sides, down and up back toward the ceiling. Inhale. Exhale as you lower them down. And inhale. And exhale as you circle them around. Go ahead and reverse. Keep the abs connected so that your ribs don't pop. One more. Good. Rock the hips back and forth as you find your neutral pelvis. Now, inhale through the nose, and on the exhale, glide the ribs down toward the pelvis. Find your imprint as you let the low back close the gap to the mat. Now lift up the hips, stay, and as you exhale, lower down, upper back, middle back, lower back. Inhale, exhale, lift up the hips, one long line keeping the connection in your core, and lower down slowly. Let's do one more. As you exhale, peel the hips off of the mat and keep your body in a long line. Go over to your side and let your head rest into your arm. Scooch back towards your mat and bend the legs. Stack your hips and let your top arm float up toward the ceiling and out to the side. Close it up. Repeat. You're going to inhale, float the arms to the ceiling and open up the chest, feeling that stretch in your pecs. And close it up using your core muscles. Breathing into the sides of the ribs, and then initiate that close with your abdominal muscles. Flip over and let's do the other side. Stack the hips on top of each other. Rest the head in the hands and take that top arm floated up to the ceiling and open up the chest. Inhale, and on the exhale, close it up. Initiating that movement with your abdominal muscles and not your arms. Let's do one more. Inhale, float the arm up and open up to feel that stretch. Relax the shoulders. Position yourself onto your hands and knees. Hands under shoulders, knees under your hips. Start with a neutral spine. And on the exhale, tuck the hips under and roll the back into your cat stretch. Low back, middle back, upper back, and your head is the last to fall. Uncurl, hips first, and head is the last to come up. Repeat. Initiate that scoop and roll with your pelvis and push your hands into the mat. As you come down, avoid sinking into the shoulders. One more. Inhale here and exhale as you uncurl. Let's loosen up the hips a bit more. Take the right leg out to the side, lengthen it long and pull it back up. Inhale, reach, exhale as you pull it back up. One more before you rotate. Go inward, turning the hips outward. So engaging the abs so that your hips are not rocking here. One more. Just moving in the hip joint. Left leg. Pause out to the side. Imagine you have a cup sitting on your pelvis and you don't want it to spill. Keep those hips steady as you let the leg fall out long. Last one like this. Place the foot back onto the mat and gently nod your chin toward the knees. Keep the chin from jamming into the chest. Just take your gaze toward the knees and let your neck gently follow. On the next one, float your head and chest off of the mat and let your arms float towards the feet. And return. Inhale, nod the chin. Exhale, come off of the mat. As you come up, glide the ribs down towards your pelvis as you activate the deep, intrinsic muscles of the abdomen. Relax the head and find your imprint. Lift the legs 1 foot at a time into tabletop and flex forward for the hundreds. Pump the arms. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5 and exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5 and exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Slight bend in the elbow. 4, 5 and exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. And exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. If it's available, take the legs out on the diagonal and keep pumping the arms. Draw the abs down and in. Keep breathing. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5 and exhale. Inhale, bring the knees into the chest and lower them down, toe ball heel. Good job. Go ahead and flip over onto your belly and take your hands out to the W. Keep your feet adducted or together. And on the inhale, contract the glutes and draw the shoulder blades back as you lift up the chest. And lower down. Inhale to prepare and exhale as you float off of the mat. Press into the hands as you lift up. And be sure to keep the glutes and core engaged to take pressure off of the low back. One more here. And lower down. Take the arms to the side. Relax the shoulders onto the mat. On the inhale, draw them down as you lift up on the exhale. Lower down. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, lift off. Roll long. Keep that gaze toward the end of the mat. Reach one more time here. And release. Push back into your shell stretch. Using the core to flex the spine. Flip over onto your mat and bend the knees. Flex over your knees and take your arms out in front of you. Relax the shoulders and on the exhale, roll back and inhale, lift up and over the knees. Again, taking the gaze out in front of you as you roll back, initiate that movement in the hips and keeping the engaged core. Make sure you stay rounded throughout. This is called your C curve. Last one. Exhale, lift up and over. And go ahead and roll all the way down onto your mat. Find your imprint and lift one leg at a time into tabletop. Flex forward off of the mat taking your hands out to the sides. Switch your feet as you inhale and exhale. Keep your legs nice and long, so engaging the quads as you switch the arms. Good. Let's go into the obliques. Taking the hands behind the head and rotating with the obliques to each side. Think shoulder to knee as opposed to elbow to knee. Good. Lift up, exhale, and lower down. Good job. Place the feet flat on the floor and arms overhead. On the inhale, take the arms up in front of you and lift off of the mat, rolling all the way up and over the knees. Roll the hips away from the legs as you lower down, keeping the core engaged. Let's do that again. Inhale, curl up and over the knees. Rolling away, letting your low back, middle back, and upper back hit the mat one at a time, keeping the shoulders relaxed. Extend one leg as you do the same. If it's available, flex both feet as you curl up, being sure not to grip the ground as you lift up. Flex the feet and use your core and your abs to lower down. Good. Exhale. Come on up. Inhale and exhale as you lower down for the last one. Roll up and sit just behind your sit bones. Take the hands just around the ankles, and you're going to tuck and scoop your hips away, engaging your abdominal muscles as you roll back onto the mat. Come on up, but stay behind the sit bones. This is very controlled, so make sure you do not go past the upper thoracic spine. Keeping your legs and knees in the same position, tuck and roll. Good. Last time here. And place the feet down onto the mat. Sit on your sit bones and cross your legs. You can sit on a block or mat just to make sure that your pelvis is neutral. Take the arms to the diag and rotate from the waist 3 times and then return to center. Other side. Inhale, exhale, rotate a little more, and inhale, grow taller as you rotate to the other way. Now, if available, straighten out the legs and flex the feet. Repeat the same movement each side. 3 pumps before returning to the center and growing tall. Let's do last time each side. Grow tall, relax the shoulders, and rest. Nod the chin and walk the hands out. Use your abs to round the back, and then inhale, return to a straight spine. Nod the chin, actively walk the hands out and curve the spine. Inhale, roll up low back, middle back, upper back. Let's do that one more time. Nod the chin and walk the hands out. Actively curving the spine and uncurl. Sit on the mat, feet flat, take the arms out in front of you and scoop and sweep and look behind you. Initiating the movement at the pelvis and rolling away from the thighs. Actively engaging the obliques as you rotate to the left and to the right. Exhale. Last one. And return. Lay back onto your mat. Bend one knee and lift the other into the air. Keep a slight bend in that leg as you draw circles onto the ceiling with the knee. Keep the knee in the same position as you draw tiny circles going outward and pausing at the top. Rotate the other way. Make sure you keep your hips stable. Initiating the movement through that hip joint. Last one, and return the leg. Lift up the other into the air and draw tiny circles. Inhale, exhale. You're inhaling the first half of the circle and exhaling on the second. If it's available, lengthen the leg long. Engage the quads to allow the leg to stay straight as you rotate. Maintaining a stable pelvis. Engage the abs as you rotate. And put the foot down. Good. Flip over onto your belly. Put your arms at a W. Laterally rotate the feet, engage the glutes, and slide the shoulder blades down as you press into the floor and lift up, taking the elbows off of the floor. Return. Inhale to prepare, contract everything, and then lift off, growing long and tall. And exhale, lift off, being sure to keep that connection, keep that pelvis onto the mat, engaging the glutes as you come up. And return to the mat. Let's do one more. This is great for posture, guys. Lower down and go ahead and push into a shell stretch. Actively engaging the abdominals as you round the spine. Get on all fours. Hands directly under the shoulders, knees under the hips. Flex the toes up under you. Inhale and then exhale using your abdominals to slightly lift the knees off of the floor about 2 inches. Stay and lower. Again, inhale to prepare, exhale, press into the mat, engage the abs, and lift the knees off of the mat. And return. Let's do 2 more. Prepare and exhale, lift the knees off. Press into the mat for 3, 2, 1. Return. One more in you. Press into the mat. Inhale and exhale. Float the knees off for 5, 4, 3, 2, and lower down. Go ahead and push back a little bit just in case you got into the low back. And now sit on one hip. Take the bottom leg, and press it behind the ankle. Engage the hand that's resting on the mat so you're not sinking into the shoulder. Inhale to prepare. Exhale. Lift onto the knee and sweep the arm open over. And return. And exhale. Push into the foot and hand onto the knee, keeping the pelvis facing forward. Laterally flex. And again. Exhale, sweep the arm up and over. And return. Let's do one more. Engage the glutes to push the hips forward and lower down without sinking into the shoulder. Switch over to the other side. Keep the top foot flat and let that bottom leg hook behind it. Inhale and exhale, lift up and sweep over the ceiling like a rainbow. And return. Keeping that same movement as you lift off without shifting forward or back. Gently setting the hips back down. 2 more. Lower down. Last one. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, lift up. Inhale to stay. Breathe into the side of the ribs and lower down. Good. Going onto the belly, put your hands on your forehead and lift one leg at a time into the air. Being sure to let it hover before your knees start to flex so you don't get into your low back at all. Engaging the glutes, stretching out and lifting the leg, keeping the toes pointed. Keep that energy throughout the leg. Your abdominals are actively engaged and your shoulder blades are sliding down so not to hunch the shoulders. 2 more each side. Lengthen and lift. Now, point and flex the knee into the bottom as you lower the leg down. Repeat each side. Point, flex, and lower. Point, flex, and lower down. Control the pulse so you don't put strain on your knee. Point, flex, and lower down. Be sure not to pop the butt or the pelvis, keeping it glued to the mat. And lower down. 1 more. And go ahead and push into a shell stretch to relieve any tension into the low back. Last exercise, you're going to go back onto all fours. Lift your left leg out simultaneously with the right arm. Replace it and alternate. Keep your body stable and your pelvis from rocking. So be sure to engage the abdominals here to keep you steady. Exhale and lower. Engage the glutes and keep a neutral neck and spine as you continue. Let's finish up on the other side. Place the hands and feet down as you finish this rep. And we're done with the workout. I'll see y'all at the next one.